Giants of Dry Bread Hollow. Around 2 hours after Matthew Anderson comes face to face with two giant 8.5 feet tall male Sasquatch, we arrive in Dry Bread to investigate. We literally find hundreds of Bigfoot tracks, new, old, and in between, suggesting they have been using this location for well over a week.
Took a step out off to the left, and then the first one was just standing there. Kind of, it was really weird, like a reflective light almost. Kind of when I moved, he was just there. It was scowling. He was scowling and kind of looking, and it was probably about 5 seconds, and then he kind of like huffed, and you can see all the cold coming out of his nose, and that's when I drew. And I didn't even draw up and point out. I just kind of drew up, and the other one stepped out in front of him, kind of like almost like in a protective manner. It wasn't even making it an aggressive. So the younger one had the scowl, but the older one wasn't scowling. Like he just kind of stepped like almost a matter of fact. And
so it was the older one that stepped in front of the younger one?
Yeah. When he stepped out, like we looked like made eye contact. I didn't holster. I walked backwards back down. When I got back down here is when I reholstered, jumped in, and took off.
How tall were they?
About 8.5. The younger one was like a dark black, like a full black almost. The older one was black, but he was graying. You can tell he was getting old. Was kind of like a receding hairline, like a widow's peak almost. And he didn't have like a goatee, but his bottom chin was gray, like it was really thick gray. Like there wasn't very much black, but the rest of him was like almost salt and pepper. Like he just looked like there was, like he wasn't scowling or anything. It was just almost a blank stare. It was just looking at me, and I backed down, jumped in, and took off.
Was the older one the taller one?
Yeah.
He was probably 8.5 feet, and then and then the other one
probably, I'd say 8 foot, 3 inch, 8 foot.
Just a couple inches smaller.
Just wasn't very much shorter.
Their body mass is similar, or?
They were similar, but the younger one looked healthier in body mass size. Like you could tell he was stronger.
Like me and you.
My chest is dropped and you're holding up.
Yeah.
You're younger than I am.
So if you think about it, do you know who Brian Shaw is? The world strongman?
Yes.
Body shape like that, but bigger.
Oh.
So like they're like the body like that, like I've everybody's like, oh, he was muscly, you can see his muscles. You can tell he's big and he was strong, but nothing was defined.
And we're talking about the older one.
Yeah. So he was just thick all the way through. Shoulder width, it wasn't equal. It was wider than the waist, but the waist wasn't tapered. He was still thick in the waist and just massive. Like probably I'd say 4 foot across the chest. They were big. The other one was about the same size, but you could tell he was just a little more healthier.
Email us with your Bigfoot sighting at rmsobigfoot@gmail.com.